So it's day 3, Wednesday, July 10th, 2003. Um, Day 1, I was 229.3, and day 3, I am 224.5, which is a 4.8 pound loss, but probably most of that is like salt. Releasing the salt and the kraken. Um, I did better today. I did better. I liked how I did today. Okay, let's go over my food diary. Get to it. Food diary. Okay, and I track on MyFitnessPal if anybody wants to know. What is my username? Sinfamous. CINFAMOUS. Okay, for breakfast I had a protein shake with Silk, Unsweetened Light, blueberries, J-Rob, and strawberry. So that was a total of 185 calories and 27 protein. For lunch, I wasn't really feeling lunch, but for lunch I always have to have something really salty. Not really salty, but salty. I don't know. Not that lunch should be sweet. But anyway, had a Progresso soup that was 140 and 10. For dinner, I had a turkey patty, and that was 140 calories and 20 protein. And then as a snack, at work we have a garden, like organic garden. One of our awesome purchasing manager, she takes care of it, and we get to reap the benefits. So I had seen yesterday on somebody's blog a very interesting protein shake, and I said, well, maybe I should try it. And the protein shake is it has pesto in it, not pesto. It has basil in it. I made pesto. Let me backtrack. Okay. So yesterday I saw a blog post, and somebody made a very interesting shake, and it had basil in it. So it's blueberries, basil, and protein powder and milk. And I was like, let me try that. That sounds cool, but I don't want to buy basil because I don't know, those herbs, they always go bad, and you end up spending like $5 on a tiny little carton like this. So I asked her to bring me basil, and then she was like, well, what are you doing? What are you making? Are you making pesto? And I was like, no, but that's a great idea. And she brought me a whole huge bag of basil in a bag of, like a grocery bag. It was full up to the top. So I got home, I cleaned it, and I made pesto. So back to the food diary. I had pesto as a snack with like 2 pieces of one of those skinny whole multigrain baguettes. And that was amazing. It tasted so good. And that's where most of my calories came from, actually. The pesto alone, I calculated it. I made calculations. And the serving that I had was around 260 calories, and then the bread. So cool, my FitnessPal actually had the actual bread that I had from Kroger. I don't know if you guys have Kroger up north. Maybe it's called Fred Meyer's. I don't know, whatever. But that was 75 calories. So total for snacks today was 335 and 9 protein, and that's not very desirable. But I did stay under my calorie allowance for the day. I had, for totals, I had 830 calories and 66 protein. And that makes me feel good that I didn't go over 1,000. And well, the allowance my goal allowance, I guess, that I set was 1,350, and over 60 proteins. So today was a good day. When I stepped on a scale today and I saw that I was down to 224, I felt kind of cocky, right? I felt like, oh man, I'm so getting this. Yesterday I had a really bad day, but I'm still losing weight. It's really reinforcing to step on the scale and to see a lower number. But then again, when you see the low number and yesterday you ate shit, you're like, oh, well, I can keep doing this, keep eating shit and still losing weight. But realistically, that's not true. Especially not after the first week. But still in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, you can probably have that brownie over there because you lost 4 pounds in 3 days. Almost 5 pounds in 3 days. But I know that that's not, the typical week, right? Not even in my pre-op diet, I think I lost about 12 pounds total in my pre-op diet, and I was very strict on myself. Well, to a point. I had one cheat day. Not gonna lie to you. But I was very strict on myself, and I felt like I was dying half of the time. I was very excited, as we all are. Very excited, to have the lap band. And also my surgeon, Dr. Hollis, said that if I didn't lose at least 7 pounds, they wouldn't even touch me. They wouldn't open me up or anything. They wouldn't place the band. And so, that lights a fire in your ass to lose that weight. And right now, nothing is really setting that fire in my ass except that none of my clothes fit. Last summer I was at 185. I was, bouncing between 180 and 190, and so 50 pounds on top of that doesn't really fit into my wardrobe. It makes me really sad. That's my main concern. Like, my boyfriend loves me even though if I'm this or I'm like this, it doesn't matter to him. And I know that I wanted to get skinny so that I wouldn't be lonely, and I know that's a stupid reason, but it is a reason, and that I didn't want to be, I wanted to be a normal person with normal things, and I'm not really like that of a person. I'm just chill to myself, and I don't really talk to many people, so I'm not that outgoing, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, nothing in my closet fits. There's only select pieces, and when I hit 185, I'm telling you, I went crazy on this shopping. So my closet is a 185 closet. And it really blows. It blows so hard. And I've been trying to be good about not buying anything, which I have. Ever since I gained all of this weight, I bought 3 dresses. That's all I've bought. Right, we are putting this house on the market. Well, we put this house on the market. My parents are moving to, this. They have land and they're building a house there. And all of my fat clothes, all of my 300 clothes were in the garage, so we had to clean out the garage, and this was like 3 weeks ago, and I made the decision to throw all that away, not throw it away, but to give it away. And I guess that in my mind put like you can't go back there type of mentality. It didn't really work, but now it does. Because I realized that I don't fit into anything. I have probably like 10 shirts that I rotate around, that I try to make it work, and It sucks so bad. It blows so hard. Like, this is why you should never gain weight, and this is why you should never be cocky, and this is why, I don't know. You once you hit that low number that you hit, that you know, I have never been 185 except when I was probably in elementary school, or a sixth grader or something, and so whenever you're there, you're like, oh, you know, and then you see somebody else that has gained the weight, you're like, oh, you're a stupid bitch. How could you gain that weight? You were only X amount of pounds away from X amount of weight. You could have had it so easy. You have the lap band. You have a weight loss surgery. How could you do this to yourself? It's like you fall from grace, man. Like, you can kind of still see my clavicle though, kind of. You can barely see it. Well, hopefully tomorrow I see another loss. I'm gonna get a little bit disappointed when this fake weight loss stops happening, and I see like real weight loss, the one that's more like closer to 2 pounds a week than 5 pounds in 3 days.